The candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 governorship election in Kogi State, Dino Melaye, has accused the leadership of the opposition party of destroying it. Melaye specifically accused 3 national officers, the acting national chairman, Umar Damagun, national organizing secretary, Umar Bature, and the national secretary, Samuel Ayaun, of destroying the party. He wrote on his X account, "End of the road for PDP," as Damagun, Bature, and Ayaun irredeemably destroyed the party. We'll talk about the commercialization and privatization of PDP. PDP is now once upon a time. Well, we have in the studios Honorable Goku Timothy, who is a former member of the House of Representatives and the one-time special advisor to the PDP national chairman.
National chairman.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on Newsnight, Timothy. I mean, the spokesman had come to try to put up, what you might call a bold face that, look, PDP is still intact, it's still very strong, and you just saw what Senator Melaye just posted on his X, that PDP is once upon a time a story in the past. Is it?
Well, thank you for having me.
If you don't swing, I would love that. It's
okay.
distracting to the viewers. Yeah.
Yes, I just listened to the clips by 2 of our great national leaders of the party, our elder Olabode George and distinguished Senator Dino Melaye. That tells you about the democratic nature of the opposition People's Democratic Party. You hardly find this type of things happening across other political parties. They are also political parties, but what makes a political party tick is the level of democratic attention given to it. Whether as opposition parties or whether as a ruling party, you discover that PDP gives due attention, judicious, administrative attention to every matter, to every issue. Why is the attention on the PDP? It's because the PDP takes things very, very seriously. There is no issue that is taken for granted. Within the PDP, every issue, okay, look at the matters. I don't think if these things are happening to other political parties.
The PDP takes its issues very seriously.
Very, very seriously.
Very seriously. And this trio, Damagun, Bature, and Ayaun, or Damagun and Ayaun, are writing to the Court of Appeal in Rivers State, not accentuating the former PDP House of Assembly members.
You see,
is that right?
No, you see, these are administrative issues that I don't want us to delve
Why
in
wouldn't
them
you?
now.
We're talking of the eternal look, it's the eternal crisis of the PDP. And
Yes.
Nigerians are concerned that, look, this is the main opposition party and its house is falling apart. And its members are saying so.
You have listened rapidly to the discussion with the National Publicity Secretary. I want to assure you, Chris Obodo, the PDP is not falling apart. What is new that is happening to the PDP? There is nothing strange. Nothing strange to politics, nothing strange to political development that is happening today. This is not the first time such issues are cropping up. Let me say within the PDP. I won't talk about other political parties because I don't belong to them and I don't give attention to their own issues. But this is not the first time issues more than this have come up, have happened. You have been a political reporter, a political correspondent, here in the country for long. And there were times that the cloud would seem to consume the party and everything would just go down. It is not strange, as I said, to politics generally. What is happening within the PDP is the expression of the manifestation of various, interests, various ambitions. Everybody has his or her own ambition. And the fact that most of them have refused to go out of the PDP, yes.
Timothy, what you're saying to the Nigerian public and even your members nationwide is that the individual ambition overrides the collective ambition of the party.
I am not saying so, but what I'm saying is that you cannot avoid the expression of such personal political interests and ambitions in a democracy, in a party democracy such as ours.
So there is
people must express themselves.
So there is infiltration in your party already.
I am not saying so. I am saying that as party members, this happens everywhere. As long as you are a politician, you have an ambition. If you don't have an ambition, you have an interest to protect. Whatever it is, they are objectives why you belong to that political party.
So with the cries from very senior members of the party naming this trio.
No, I don't think I don't think they are fair to the leadership of the party expressing personal opinions in such, in such a way. It is not.
Isn't it their frustrations?
Yes, but whatever it is, they are senior members of the party who have occupied sensitive positions in this country. And if, for instance, our elder body judge would turn down an offer to reconcile, to bring reconciliation to the party, that tells you that the mindset may be somewhere. That tells you that, because whatever it is, somebody must have to be, especially at his own level, he has to be patient enough to bring together, warring factions to contribute his quota to the reconciliation of the party. I want to assure you that the leadership of the party is doing its best under His Excellency, Elias Damagum. Look at the conduct of the world congresses and the local government congresses that are almost, being rounded up across the country. We have never had it so good. One of the best and the freest. Look at it in 2020 when they were conducted, under some of the people that were members of the working committee then. We have issues. A lot of issues that resulted, up to the Supreme Court, especially for those of us who are from Plateau State. We know what we passed through as a result of the irregularities of the conduct of the 2020 World and local government congresses.
And
even
is that not coming to play out again? That's what
I'm telling you, that there is a huge departure from what happened in 2020 and what is happening now. You hardly hear, have you heard of anything across the country, of any similarity of what happened in 2020 repeating itself in 2024? No. That is why members of the party are hailing the leadership under Damagum. And these three national officers you just mentioned are part of the main leadership of the party, the national secretary, the national organizing secretary, and then the acting national chairman himself. We should be fair to them, regardless of how we feel.
One would have thought that as somebody from the North Central, who is supposed to be occupying the chairmanship, the national chairmanship position of the PDP, you'll be sympathetic to your people's cause.
But you see the undue pressure, the undue pressure being put on the leadership as if the leadership of the party under Damagum has committed an offense is not good. It's not proper. This man came to occupy this office as a result of the exit of the former chairman, who is from the North Central. And what does the provision of the Constitution say? It says somebody from that area. In fact, immediately the deputy national chairman from that zone. And he is the deputy national chairman from the North. And he radically took over as acting chairman from Dr. Senator Iyochia Ayu. And since then, he has been running the party. There has been no any evidence of himself or the leadership of the party frustrating the convening of the National Executive Committee, which is the highest decision-making body of the party.
Let me ask you finally, what really gives you that confidence that the center will hold for the PDP?
The center will hold because we have passed through more of such crises than what we are passing through here. Most of it are impressions. Most of it are just impressions, or perceptions. And most of them are just interests.
For something that is obvious even to the external public?
The ones that have happened, were they not obvious? Were they not obvious? What is strange, Mr. Chris Ogbodo, about what is happening today in the People's Democratic Party? What is strange about it? And especially in politics, and especially in a party democracy. Very soon you will see how it's going to end. Everything will end well. And let me tell you, we are preparing to take over in 2027. Yes.
Are you worried that there are external forces that has infiltrated the leadership of the PDP?
There may be external forces as always. There may be internal wranglings as always, but that has never consumed the party. That has never. Today, after 8 years, we have recovered Plateau State for the People's Democratic Party. We have taken it over, and I know that a lot of states
we have seen a national party,
yes,
of the PDP who lost the major elections in 2015, former governor of Bauchi State. Yes. And after that elections, he decamped to the APC.
Many people have also decamped from the APC to the PDP.
For a national party
chairman. Of course. No. Whether it is chairman or not, it depends on why the person is leaving the party.
What lessons should the PDP be drawing from the just ended Democratic National Convention in the U.S. that brought Vice President Calamares as the presidential candidate of the Democratic Party? Are there lessons for the PDP to learn?
Vis-a-vis across, there are lessons to learn on both sides. There are lessons to learn even from the PDP here by the Democratic Party in the USA.
To learn,
how to
resolve internal wranglings.
To learn tolerance. To learn, you see, the environment there is different from our own environment. You know it. And so if we can survive under such an environment here, they should clap for us. Under such an environment, they cannot survive to do politics. But we are trying. We are trying.
Well, Honorable Timothy Ngolu, thanks so very much, former member, House of Representatives, and a very big stakeholder in the People's Democratic Party from Plateau State.
Thank you very much.